Sitting courtside, Ed.
It's the definition of showtime. Let's do this.
Fans, we're still accepting nominations for our community's Teacher of the Year. The winner will receive courtside seats and a halftime presentation in his or her honor. Nominations can be submitted on our team website.
It's James controlling the offense. To the rim, lays it up and in. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
To George. Strong finish for Paul George.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
James to Danny Green. The shot almost. Jay, upon scanning this Clippers roster, there are a lot of guards for Doc Rivers to work with.
Yeah, they have a plethora of guards, and if I'm this team and if I'm Doc Rivers, I'm thinking about how do I throw as many guards at you as possible, because Doc wants to get another guard in there to apply the same pressure. They should be the new modern-day Detroit Pistons with the style they play defensively.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Clippers have got it.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Leonard.
Number 15.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
It's James controlling the offense. Clippers have it. Leonard. And he knocks it down, Jay.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Across the timeline comes James. They're down 3. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Leonard, keep on trying. Shot's no good there. To Davis. And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by LeBron James. To Beverly. To Williams. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. Kyle knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
Ed, I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
0. Kyle Kuzma. That's his first personal foul. Team
Williams. It's LA Clippers ball. Kawhi Leonard. He's 3 for 7.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
LeBron into the front court. 5-point game. And stuffs it home.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Oh, yeah, let's go. Shot you. Yep.
Leonard. He engulfed him that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Paul George, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And 2 for AD.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
You've got to get that one to go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
George, Paul George, 3 for 4. Good start. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Los Angeles, they have it. Rondo. And the rebound grabbed by the Clippers. Leonard. Textbook defense.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Kawhi Leonard rejects it. That's off of Leonard, out of bounds. No time left on this period. The Clippers have the lead. Good start to this one. After 1 quarter play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
JaVale McGee to James. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
LeBron James.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. George Not easy.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Oh, whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
For the Los Angeles Lakers, number 3, Anthony Davis. Stepping in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 23, Louis Williams.
And a throwdown. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
My ball, my ball.
James. Not that time. He misses. To Paul George. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
And a nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years, the physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Stuffs it down with authority.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Short jumper off the mark. To Beverly. To Leonard. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. For 3. Working hard on the glass. Leonard. Count the triple. LBJ with it. 4-3. He'll take that any day.
James, 4-3.
Williams into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Now the Clippers call a timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Number 1, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Kuzma. Leonard. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. To Leonard. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
defense making the ball handler work. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down?
Touch the ball, touch the ball.
Leonard, he continues to light it up from downtown. 5 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and what's shocking, Ed, is that he's gotten so many open looks. Look, stay down.
Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Nice pass to set things up.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Well, you can't do that.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Lakers are now in the penalty.
Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish, and the first half has come to an end. That's it. First half has come to an end. It's been all Clippers so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. To Harkless. Count the basket inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Baseline drive, the shot won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Lets it fly from long range, buries it.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip, and when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
To Harkless. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
He's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Visit our team website for more details.
LeBron James here against Harkless. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ah, the element of surprise on multiple fronts there. Well played.
Clippers have the basketball. To Williams. Short jumper won't go down. James into the front court. Down a bundle. Got it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
To Williams. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Whoa, what a finish. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for Los Angeles, number 3, Anthony Davis.
Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Shot from the lane won't go. To George. Here's a chance from long range, and it's good.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
James, over to the right side, to James. Nothing going here on that drive. James' shot, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
George shakes free and hits.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
James to Davis. Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Paul George. Down to 5 on the 24. George can't go down. Smothering defense. Davis to Danny Green. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. And scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Beverly into the front court. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
Curling inside. Lou Williams. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. Time expires, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's Lakers ball as we start the 4th quarter, and they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
LBJ. Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
I got your help here.
Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Beverly. with a drop step. With the basket after a nice drop step.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Leonard to George. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
LeBron into the front court. His guys down big. Ivica Zubac pins it. Beverly into the front court. He'll run the offense. Leonard. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Leonard. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
To Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
James, that one off the mark. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
From the outside, no good. LeBron with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. And that'll get out of bounds. Last touch by the Clippers. So it stays with the LA Lakers. Time for some new personnel into the game. He gets it.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Leonard. It goes down.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Leonard. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Gets it in the right corner. To Paul George. Anthony Davis with the block. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Beverly. George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Fires the three. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
The pass taken away by the Clippers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Leonard to George. Stuffs it down with authority. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
To Leonard. And the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Anthony Davis. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
And scores.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Oh, they called the foul, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Second violation. Deep three at the buzzer. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation.